Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to your full moon in Cancer tarot reading. My name is Natasha. Welcome back if you've been here before. If you haven't, welcome. I'm back. I was gone for a little bit. I actually ended up with a kidney infection. It was pretty bad. I've been ill for about 6 weeks. It's been a long time. And I'm about 90% better. But I'm back. I wanted to switch it up for the new year, so I'm actually in front of my altar. So you can see that's my goddess Hecate. I have some spells that I did earlier. I have all my books. I have candles everywhere, crystals everywhere. The pearls around my skeleton deity there. Those are my grandma's. I also have a rosary there. And the box that he is sitting on is actually my dad. It's my dad's ashes. So I just keep an altar for my spells, for my ancestors. Yeah, so I figured I switch it up. I don't know how I like it. Let me know if you like it. We'll see. But it's our full moon in Cancer. We're also in Mercury retrograde as of today, as of when I'm filming this. We are in Mercury retrograde. We've also been in Venus retrograde for a while. So, you know, X is coming back. Technology is being weird. Travel is, if you're planning on traveling, you're probably encountering some delays. Just, you know, it's like the saying, what can go wrong will go wrong, essentially. But the key is to not let it get the best of you. I do have a Mercury retrograde yoga class as well, and then a class for the full moon. So I'll put those links in the description box. You can check them out. I also have 2 new courses. So I have Crystal Magic Yoga and Moon Magic Yoga. If you'd like to get deeper into your practice with the moon cycle, or deeper into your practice with crystals, and deeper into your yoga practice, I would highly recommend them. I'm also offering a discount since they're brand new and it's the new year. You can use code 2022 for 22% off. And you can also use that for any of my course bundles. So my yoga bundle comes with 5 yoga courses, and my complete Nourished AF bundle comes with all those courses plus 2 courses, Mindful Eating and Self-Love 101. So lots of options. I always appreciate your support. As a small business, it means more than you know. Yeah, I should stop shuffling. I'm gonna start shuffling while we talk about this full moon. I also did get a new deck. It's called the Wild Unknown. I've wanted it for a really long time, and I finally was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself and I'm going to get it. So we got a new deck, and then the Oracle deck is Visions from the Liminal Space, my favorite. Cancer full moon. So if you know Cancer, you know they are very emotional. It's going to be a very emotional full moon. Cancer is a water sign. In the body, Cancer rules the chest, the breasts, the stomach, and the ovaries, the reproductive organs. So the energy that I pick up from Cancer, especially with what it rules in the body, also rules the heart chakra and the sacral chakra, is very nurturing energy. You know, it's a very inner child healing energy. And in tarot, Cancer rules the moon card and the chariot. So again, the moon is the moon. It's dreamy, it's illusions, it's things that aren't as they seem, but it's also intuition, right? It's trusting your intuition. It's tapping into that divine feminine. And when I say divine feminine, I don't mean any gender. I just mean the feminine energy. But yeah. And this full moon, as we know, full moons are about releasing. It's going to be, especially combined with the retrogrades that we're in, it's about releasing things to make space for new things, right? We can't keep holding on to the old and expect the new to come in, because there's no space for it. There's no space for the new. Like, you don't have any space. You're at your capacity, and you have to make space in order for the new to come in. So this full moon is all about that release of anything old that you just do not need anymore. We don't need it. And get it out of there. So yeah, the yoga class is all about releasing, tapping into that heart chakra and the sacral chakra, and just really making space in the body. So I highly recommend you check that out. Yeah, we'll see what the cards have to say about it. I've been thoroughly getting dragged by my cards every time I pull cards, so we'll see what happens. All right, Those are shuffled. So we're going to pull some tarot first, and then we'll pull some oracle cards to clarify. So I want you to take a moment here, and I want you to close your eyes. I want you to take a few deep breaths, and I want you to think about maybe the old things that need to go. What have you been holding on to? The thing about these retrogrades is they will for sure bring up old wounds, old things that you have not healed, old doors that you haven't closed that you really need to close. Retrogrades will bring them back. Just a reminder that they gotta go. Just take a few deep breaths, and we'll see what we got here. Couple of my stalker cards already coming out. Yep. Well, there's no major arcana, so that's good. All right, let's see here. I'm going to turn this camera around so you can see with what we are working with. All right, so we have here on my lovely snake rug, we have the Six of Wands, we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Three of Pentacles, this is the Eight of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Son of Pentacles is also the Knight of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. So these are beautiful cards. I really love this deck. I love the black and white, like contrasted with the color. This Eight of Swords is giving me very Hanged Man vibes. But yeah, let's talk about it. All right, so first, coming right out of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. And you can see here it's a butterfly kind of rising above this this rough patch, these harsh sticks here, this kind of I'm feeling like this is very like a brush, like the forest that you kind of get lost in, right? And this butterfly is kind of rising above it. And the Six of Wands is traditionally a card of victory, which is good. We're kind of starting out the gate there with victory. And since this Six of Wands is over this Eight of Swords is a mental prison. Swords are about mental energy, and you can see there's a cocoon here kind of hanging from a sword above all the other swords. And traditionally the Eight of Swords is a woman. She's kind of tied up, blindfolded, but not really tied up. She's kind of tied up, but it's not really, and she's surrounded by swords, and it's she could get out of that, right? The person could get out of it if they wanted to, but it's a mental blockage. It's a mental prison. In my favorite deck, the Way Home Tarot, it's depicted as kind of this bug that's kind of on its back, and it's surrounded by swords, but the swords aren't keeping it in. There's spaces to get out of the swords, but it's just you don't want to, right? We don't want to. And what I'm seeing here with the victory card over this Eight of Swords is we're kind of having a victory over that mental blockage. We're having a victory over that mental prison. The mental prison is our limiting beliefs. The mental prison is our trauma. The mental prison is all I don't know if I can curse. It's all the stuff that we've been through in these past few years. I don't know about you guys, but 2021 was rough. 2020 was rough. 2019 was rough. 2018 was rough. It's been rough, right? And we are trapped, right? The Eight of Swords is trapped. You're trapped in this mental prison of I'm scared. I'm scared to step out of the swords. The energy is very, even though we don't like being confined there, right? It's crappy energy to be stuck in that mental prison. But we're so used to, and at least for me, this is what's coming up for me, is we're so used to the bad. We're so used to the bad happening. So we would rather just let our limiting beliefs in that mental prison kind of keep us in this safe zone, in our comfort zone, because we're if I step out, the bad things are going to happen. But the Six of Wands being above that is kind of giving me victory over the Eight of Swords, victory over that mental prison, stepping outside of that mental prison. And I think the story that's kind of being told here is, so next in line, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. And that's, I think, what got us into that mental prison, right? So the Five of Pentacles, you can see that rose is dying, it's bleeding, it's very sad energy, very grieving energy. And then we have the Six of Cups. And with these two together, the Five of Pentacles is a card of loss. It's a card of, usually traditionally, it's like two people and they're like injured and they're on crutches and they're like outside in the cold. It's a very lonely feeling. It's loss. You've financial loss, any kind of loss. We've all been through losses in the past few years. And you're feeling lonely, you're feeling dejected, you're feeling, it's kind of a hopeless, it's a very, this is a very hopeless, very sad energy. And the Six of Cups is a card of the past. The Six of Cups, oh my God, I can't talk. The Six of Cups, Mercury retrograde, already be retrograding. The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia, of the past, of memories. And usually it's like, when times were sweet and things were good, but with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like the reason we were in that mental prison is because we just can't stop thinking about our past loss, the crap that we've been through in the past, the bad things that have happened. And, it's human, it's natural. Like I said, we've all been through some stuff. We've all been through a lot of stuff. We've all been through that loss, but we're stuck there. We're stuck in that loss of the past is what I'm feeling. And I think the victory over that mental prison is the victory over that trap of the past, that trap of loss and grief and just dissolution, And how do we get out of that, right? How do we have that victory over the Eight of Swords? How do we get to that Six of Wands over the Eight of Swords? Is the next two cards are the Three of Pentacles and the Son of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles, the song that comes into my head, and this is in the book WTF is Tarot. If you want to learn about tarot, I highly recommend that book. But the quote that the author, one of my good friends, puts in it is, I think it says, I think she references the trio in Harry Potter, Ron, Harry, and Hermione. It's like, it's a squad. The quote that comes to mind, I think it's in the Mystic Mondays app now that I'm thinking about it, is, "I get by with little help from my friends." This is a card about support, of building a foundation with others. And it's hard because, from the Five of Pentacles and that Six of Cups, what happened in the past, we probably got burned by other people. We probably we lost other people maybe, or bad things happened. We feel very unsupportive. We feel very alone, and we're not alone. I think this is a reminder that we're not alone. I needed this reminder because I've been feeling very alone and very lonely lately. I posted a video about it on TikTok. When you're on this healing journey, and you're, even if you do have a significant other, but in my case, I don't. I'm single. I'm a single, independent person, and it's very hard. It's very hard. It's very lonely. And you feel that crippling, crushing loneliness, that Eight of Swords, that mental prison all the time. And this is a reminder that you're not alone. You have support. Maybe it's an online community. I feel almost the most supported in my life by my online community. And I'm so grateful for that and for you guys, and to have that. I do have friends, I have family, and it's just a reminder that you're not alone. And maybe if you are feeling alone, maybe seek out support, seek out friends, a support system, a community, so you can build. And the Son of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, is that kind of slow and steady wins the race energy. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight. He comes in pretty slow, but it's steady, it's hard work, it's that really workhorse energy of building a stable foundation. And with the full moon in Cancer, and with all the retrogrades, it's very easy to get ungrounded. It's very easy to kind of lose yourself in the madness. And I think with the Pentacles here, it's get grounded, ground yourself, really find your support, find your stable foundation. That's what's going to get you out of that mental prison of loss and the past. And that's what's going to let you have that Nine of Wands, that victory. And at the bottom of the deck, we have, get you to the Six of Wands victory. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is last stretch, home stretch, the final countdown. You're almost there. You're so close. you're walking up those stairs and you're coming into the light, right? We, you know, we want this, and it's this reading, I feel like, is a reminder that you are almost there. You're almost there. You are supported. You can get out of this mental prison. You can have victory over the past, over the loss. We just gotta keep going. Slow and steady wins the race. So let's pull some oracle cards to clarify. These just give us a little bit more insight into what's going on. And if you like this deck, if you like the visions from the liminal space, I really highly recommend following the creator on Instagram. Her name is Bakara. She's amazing, and she does live readings every Sunday with her decks, and she's just amazing. Oh, we have a flyer. Yep. Yep. I love it when we have flyers because those ones are meant to come out. All right. Yep. This is a great. Oh my God, this is crazy. Honestly. This is so accurate. It's honestly ridiculous. So, all right, let's turn this around and see what we got. So we had until the day breaks and the shadows flee away. It's like literally like over this victory card, like the shadows are fleeing and the day is breaking. This is victory. And then over what I said, the past nostalgia memories, beware nostalgia, toxic waste, what did I say? And then hiding in plain sight. What you're looking for is hiding in plain sight. Your foundation, your support. This is crazy, I'm telling you. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have energy follows intention. And then the card that flew out was, it takes a curse to break a curse. Like, I can't with these cards. Like, it's so accurate. It's ridiculous. So let's talk about it. All right. I love these cards. This is my most favorite deck, honestly. Where do we even start? I love it all. So we'll start with the one that flew out because that was the first one to come out. It takes a curse to break a curse. You have to do something life-changing, earth-shattering to break something that happened to you that was life-changing and earth-shattering. It takes a curse to break a curse. That curse of the past, of the loneliness, of the loss, that was a curse. And in order to break that curse, it takes a curse. It takes something just as powerful to have that victory. You got to smash some mirrors, right? We have to break some shit. We have to, again, I don't know if I can curse. Oops. We have to change things up a bit. It takes a curse to break a curse. You have to let go of the old to make space for the new. And sometimes that old stuff is extremely hard to break. It is extremely hard to break. And I think what people don't realize is that the healing of those things that broke you is so much, it's I don't want to say it's harder than the thing that you went through, but it is. And it takes a curse to break a curse. You got to go hard at that healing. You got to break a curse, right? And it's hard. And, you know, the reminder at the bottom of the deck is energy follows, flying. Energy follows intention. And you can see it's this brain and it's kind of wrapped around, there's roses wrapped around it. And, like, where you're putting your energy is where that's what's going to grow. If you're putting your energy into that past stuff, again, this beware nostalgia, if that's where you're putting your energy, you're going to have some thorns in there. You're going to have some thorns around your brain, right? If you're putting your energy in that victory, in the building of your foundation, the building of your support of that slow and steady work, energy is going to follow. Energy follows intention. What is your intention? And sometimes we unintentionally set an intention. We unintentionally get stuck in this toxic waste of nostalgia, in that 5 of Pentacles, in that 6 of Cups. We get stuck in that. And our intention is just so focused on the past and the crap and the curse. Switch it. Switch your intention, because that's when the night will break. That's when the shadows will flee away. That's when you're going to get that sunshine. That's when you're going to get that victory over the 8 of Swords, is when you put your intention into breaking that curse. And it's hard, again, like, you know, this nostalgia, this stuff we're stuck in is literally toxic waste. This is what we're kind of trudging through, is this toxic waste of the past. And it takes a lot to get out of that. It takes a curse to break a curse, but you have support hiding in plain sight. That X that marks the spot, it's you're the X that marks the spot. It's crazy. Bakara was just talking about this in one of her live readings with this deck, and she was talking about how you are X. You are X. We spend all of our time looking for X, right? We're like, where is it? I'm trying to follow this map, and it's hiding in plain sight because it's you. It's your support system. It's that Three of Pentacles. It's that Son of Pentacles. It's that hard work and that stable foundation and the support system that you have that maybe you have to find, right? I mean, this card has like a magnifying glass, but it's there. Like, you are X. X is hiding in plain sight because it's you. It's what you already have. It's what's around you. And you just need to turn your intention to that so the energy can follow. But it's hard. Beware nostalgia. Like, it's easy to get stuck in that toxic sludge of the past. But it's coming. Until the day breaks and the shadow flees away, that's a good sign. It's the sun is coming through. It's kind of shining onto this graveyard, right? You know, it's kind of breaking the shadowy, cloudy, dark sky. And the sun is coming. It just takes a lot of energy to break it. It takes a curse to break a curse. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I feel like this reading was pretty straightforward. You know, it's good things are coming if we can turn our intention to the right place, if we can start breaking those curses, if we can get out of that toxic sludge, right? If we can kind of start to be like, you know, the shadows are fleeing away and we're starting to see, oh, I'm X. It was hiding in plain sight all this time. It's me, it's my family, it's my support, it's my community, it's my foundation. It's been there. It's been there. So just turn your intentions towards that. Start breaking curses. You're a curse breaker. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, it was pretty, I love it. I love how all the oracle cards kind of match exactly what I was talking about in the tarot. I love it when that happens. So, may the odds ever be in your favor for this Mercury retrograde. Again, I do have a Mercury retrograde class. I have a class for this full moon. I have 2 new courses available. I have the discount on my courses. I also have a free Facebook group, so if you want to get updates on everything, on what I'm doing, that's also where I did post in my YouTube community about when I was sick, but I had a lot of people being like, where are you? And I'm like, I posted it in my Facebook group and in my YouTube channel. I'm back, hopefully. Hoping that this infection doesn't come back, because it did come back a couple times, which is why I was gone for so long. But yeah. I hope you have a wonderful full moon, wonderful Mercury retrograde, start breaking some curses, and I'll see you next time.